feel like I am a broken record. I keep talking about it, but hello, lovely feminine women. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy and blessed that you are tuning in again for another video. If you're new to my channel, please hit that red subscribe button because on my channel we talk about femininity, and it really is a community of women who help each other develop in their desire to live a classy and elegant life while developing our homemaking skills. I wanted to right off the bat apologize for my appearance today because I tried to do different hairstyles, and I don't know if it has to do with the weather because it's so cold and static, or I'm just having a bad hair day. Nevertheless, I wanted to get this video out to you. So this is what we are dealing with today, and I hope that you don't mind. As some of you know, I used to compete in pageants, and I competed in one of the largest pageants in the world, the Miss Earth pageant. I talked about how Miss Earth helped me develop my femininity, and I linked it above this video if you want to go check it out. There are a few big pageants in the world, and there are actually two that are happening right now, Miss Universe as well as Miss World. I have a partial preference to Miss World. I like Miss Universe as well, but that competition will be over by the time that I post this video, and the Miss World pageant is coming up in a few days. But they have been there for like 3 weeks doing many exciting activities. The point is that I always think that the woman who wins Miss World tends to be a type of elegant and classy woman. She has that like timeless beauty. Even if you go back in time, you will notice that the Miss World winners are still having like a relevant appearance to the beauty standard of today. Their clothes also tend to be more of like a modest type of style, and I think that many of you on this channel can appreciate that because I know that you strive to dress more modestly in your everyday life. So enough rambling on and on about that. I wanted to share with you some of my favorite casual winter outfits that some of the women have been wearing throughout their weeks leading up to the competition. Just a disclaimer, if you are watching this and you're a pageant fan and you realize that your favorite girl wasn't mentioned, perhaps she didn't use the Miss World tag, because I went through the tag on Instagram and that is how I found these pictures. This doesn't mean that I don't think that she will do well in the competition. This isn't a pageant channel. This isn't a prediction video. This is just me incorporating my pageant preferences as well as some of the topics that I think would be relevant for the everyday woman to learn from. So without further ado, I'm going to go through some of my favorite feminine winter outfits that some of the women wore during the Miss World competition. Number one is Miss Costa Rica. She is wearing a lovely high-waisted skirt in a color that is absolutely wonderful for her. She has also paired it with a turtleneck, and I think it's a black turtleneck unless I'm looking wrong. A black turtleneck, and that is one thing that I love to do in the winter, and I think that you will probably see me do that in some of my vlogs. I love wearing black turtlenecks, black tops with various high-waisted skirts. The next picture is also another one of her where she is wearing a red coat. I think that I would go for perhaps a darker red coat in the winter because I wouldn't want for it to get dirty, but I do think that red is a great color for her, and it is one of those colors that you could go for if you're looking to add a pop of color to your winter coats without going for example, a white that is probably going to get dirty in a matter of 2 days. The next one is Miss Netherlands, who also wore a high-waisted skirt, and I wanted you to pay attention to her boots because she is wearing those ankle boots, and I love wearing ankle boots in the winter, and especially if I'm going to be wearing pants, wearing an ankle boot and wearing a heel, particularly if I'm going, for example, out to a dinner with my husband, is a way that is easy to incorporate a type of femininity and kind of a type of sexiness without being a revealing type of sexiness to an outfit, while you are keeping the rest of your outfit modest. She's wearing a longer skirt, which still keeps her outfit very, very classy. I also wanted to mention that the high-waisted skirts are an excellent way to play up your waist to hip ratio. If you watched my first video ever on how to dress femininely, I will link it above. You know that playing up my hip to waist ratio is very important, and it is something that you can use to harness your femininity and give yourself that overall feminine outfit hourglass shape. Miss Belgium is doing the same, and the way that she accented her waist to hip ratio, her waist, is that she paired a chunky belt, which I have mentioned in one of my previous videos, is an excellent way to basically bring attention to your waist. Only thing that I would change about her outfit is that I would pair it with a black bag to kind of keep the color matching less noticeable and really play up that blue skirt rather than the bag. I wouldn't want the attention to be taken away from my skirt as well as my body to my bag. Miss USA, I think she is so cute. She is wearing over-the-knee boots. It's another thing that I love to wear in winter as well as fall, especially if you are wearing a dress. Usually I wouldn't go for a white dress in winter, but she does it well because her dress is mixing black and white. Right here, she's also incorporating a very Christmassy detail and very feminine detail by having a large bow on her top. But the way that she keeps this kind of understated without kind of looking like it's a clown bow is that she keeps the rest of her outfit as well as her hair very simple. Miss Slovenia, I think that this is kind of a quirky but very feminine outfit because she has matched the colors of her skirt to the vest, and she's also wearing the nylons. I said that I do enjoy wearing nylons with skirts, for example, in the winter, but if you live somewhere very cold, I would recommend going for the thicker material tights. Miss Singapore is also wearing the over-the-knee boots, and one of the ways if you want to incorporate a lot of color, because I know a lot of you are very preoccupied with your color palette and incorporating your color palette in the winter. I personally put less emphasis on my color palette in the winter. Don't unsubscribe because I'm saying that, but it's only because of practicality for me, and I think that looking put together triumphs incorporating the best colors for me, because if I am incorporating the best colors for me but they get dirty very easily, for example in a coat, my outfit is not going to look classy and elegant because my coat is dirty. So I think you kind of understand where I'm going with this. But one of the ways that you can do this is that you can play up your top and keep your top in the color palette because it's what's closest to your face. And you can also keep your outfit cohesive by making sure that your accessories are all of one color, and they can be of a darker color, for example. So she incorporated a hat to match her boots, but she is playing up colors with her top. Miss India, again, this coat is a very good coat for her, and since she probably doesn't want to wear a black coat because it might not be that flattering on her, picking a dark mauve color like she did in this picture is a wonderful way for her to incorporate her colors. Now let's talk about Russia, and I'm going to include some pictures of her that aren't necessarily from the pageant, but I think that this woman dresses very well for winter, and it makes a lot of sense because she's from Russia. So the first picture, she is wearing black. Again, I'm harping you on the black thing, but she's wearing a belt. I think it's a Dolce & Gabbana belt, but that's not the point. The point is that she's incorporating a belt that is a little bit more flashy to accent her waist to hip ratio, but to also give some dimension to the black, to also make it so that she doesn't get lost in her black outfit. The next one is another color that is an excellent way to incorporate color in your outfit, but keeping it of a darker tone. She is wearing a blue. I absolutely love it. In the last picture, she is wearing a kind of like pink burgundy coat, and it is also of a darker tone. I love this coat. It also accents her waist to hip ratio. I feel like I am a broken record. I keep talking about it, but I really want you to get the point, and I think that these examples are excellent examples of ways that you can dress femininely in winter. Now, let's move on to Belarus, and Belarus, she's also wearing black again, but she has incorporated a pop of color through her purse, and that is what I wanted to show you. Miss World herself, I love the red. I think that red is an excellent winter and Christmassy color. I would go for a little bit of a darker shade. Miss Canada, this is a lighter color coat. I feel like a broken record, but that's not what I want you to look at. I want you to look at the faux fur detailing on her coat, and then I think it is something very elegant for winter. And again, I do own a coat that is very similar to this, and I tend to wear it during the winter while I'm going out on the town. So that's when I will wear a lighter colored coat. And I love those lighter color coats, the type of like cream or soft pink coats with the faux fur lining on the cuff as well as the neck area. And you can wear that over a dress or over a type of like more formal pantsuit. The next thing that I want to show you is actually kind of like a one-piece suit that I think could be very feminine because we are accenting again the waist, and she is incorporating a cute detail by having the bow. If you wanted to make if you wanted to make the outfit a little bit more modest, what you would just do is add a like tank top that goes a little bit higher underneath this, and then you could call it a day and it will look absolutely wonderful. I wanted to also show you this dress, this type of like tweed dress that Miss Iceland is wearing, and I love this dress as well. I think that the kind of like thicker fabrics like this are excellent ways to incorporate some winter element to your wardrobe. But what I would do is I would actually pair a black long sleeve top or a black turtleneck underneath this dress. And lastly, if you live in a more moderate type of climate, I think that you should probably explore the cape coat. It is Philippines in this picture, and I think that this is a trend that I actually really like. It can be very feminine because you have your arms that are peeping out of there, and then you can wear some sort of nice bracelets to bring accent to your arms. And when you are using your feminine hands, which I'll link my video above, it is going to be more noticeable, but you are going to keep your chest area warm. I wish I could make this a half an hour long video, but for the purpose of efficiency, I'm going to keep it at this, and I hope that I could sustain your attention for this long. I hope that you liked this style of video because I'm trying to incorporate more of what you have asked for, and if you did, please like this video. Don't dislike the video because I won't take that as you not liking it. I will just think that it's some random person who doesn't like pageants who came on the channel and disliked the video. I'm wishing you a wonderful week, and I will see you in Thursday's video. I'm looking forward to it. Bye-bye.